Hello, welcome back to another episode of Gaming with Blockchain. I'm your host, AMineU, and we are here on Alien Worlds topic and game discussion. Now, Alien Worlds has been challenged with many games on wax this past few days. I have to say, this almost a whole week, from the bag errors to running out of CPU. I mean, it's gone to the point where I had to, personally, even myself, had to kind of select which games I had to play on a given day. I'm used to playing maybe or setting up three games going all at once on different systems, but this past week it was majorly problematic, and I know a lot of this has to do with, again, the growth of the game, but also trying to combat the bots. If people are complaining, if you've seen the damage that these bots are doing, you can't complain to the developers. You just got to look at the system. We want to decentralize an anonymous blockchain. Well, we have it, and it's all code, and the people are manipulating and gaming the system by doing that. So unfortunately, alien worlds, like others, have been targeted with their success, and that success is now has to be addressed. To have to find ways in which to offset this pressure that's happening within the game, and allowing everybody like players to enjoy the game moving forward. So I know we wanted to talk about the Binance and everything else that's supposed to be coming down the pipeline in the next few weeks. However, as I mentioned just now, that they have to kind of tackle the CPU issues or the bag issues and all these little errors, because you're now going to be moving some of these tokens onto another chain, and you want to make sure the transitions or the gameplay is as smooth as possible. But no doubt, however, they haven't forgotten about the players and the player experience overall, and what they've now are on the process of introducing. They mentioned this earlier, is that they'll be bringing in some new NFTs. And part of these new NFTs will be the, I would say, new tools and new artifacts. We have no idea what these will be, but here's the article that's been posted, and you'll be able to read through it. I'll put this in the show notes. That, you know, based on the sum and the calculations, what will the payout be? But we're going to have the new tools. They've shown all this information in their database. All that's been there is pretty accurate. You can see the activities between the planets and what the pots have been and what's been released. And people say, oh, I'm not earning enough, and they said, okay, if you're earning too low, and they put it here, then there's something you should be contacting the support from, because it shouldn't be down to the fourth decimal point in terms of what you're earning. Usually in the first two, luckily, if you get a whole number, like I said, you'll be those rare occasions where you may hit the whole number factor, but it's in the thresholds between the point 0.3, zero point 0.5, sometimes 0.2, 0.1 ranges, but nothing should be seen in the four digits decimal point places at all. And you can see the overall activity here. Now, what does that mean is that now they're going to bring in introduce new games and new opportunities, and what this all plays out. And these new features will be coming to Alien Worlds. Now, what we know, we have the new tools, and then that'll be the calculation part, which everyone would have to look at too. Um, but what would that mean in terms of artifacts? That's yet to be disclosed. We have no idea what's going to happen on the artifact side. And why that means, well, they know they have to give us some kind of clue, right? So now they're saying, well, why would they bring new tools? Well, they had said in a previous interview, and I was maybe about a month old or so, that some of their tools have already now maxed out their maximum. They've hit their limit, so that eventually you will never be able to get these new tools either through a drop or on a secondary market, because either they've been shined and burned, or people are just not selling them, or they've been utilized somewhere else. So some tools now have past their maximum point, so there's no more to be made or no more to be dropped. So they have to introduce more tools. Again, part of the growth. And then the other factors are, is this the evolution of the growth of the game? So this is why then you have to add new elements, or I should say new tools to the process. The artifacts, as I said, they mentioned that as well. We just don't know what that will be and what that would reveal when that comes out to official release. Okay. But now we're saying, okay, people are not claiming their NFTs, they're not seeing NFTs, and I had mentioned too before that you have to do that now manually on your own. There's no longer the point where it's being dropped automatically. And the reason for that, again, is the resources. It's now, instead of having that process controlled by one entity, doing it for, remember, over 1.5 million players is now been dispersed, and everyone shares on that resource cost. It's just more cost efficient process to do so. And now luckily there's a tool, and I'll again put this in the show notes, that has allowed players to avoid going through the block explorer if they're not familiar with it. Log in and you'll be able to click and see if you receive that NFT that may be sitting waiting to be claimed. It doesn't guarantee, again, it doesn't mean that you claim that you will automatically see one. It's just that this is a feature that allows you to get it with a simple login and a simple click. So it's something I'll put in the show notes, something for you to hopefully help with the process of claiming your NFTs. Especially if you're mining regularly on a hourly or at least maybe bi-hourly, daily basis, you want to see, okay, did I get a chance to receive any NFTs or not? So I'll definitely put this in the show notes here. It seems to be a great tool, and everyone seems to be very happy with it. So until then, like I said, there's not much here to say for the moment. We're just keeping you up to date on what's going on in the Alien Worlds platform, and knowing that the Binance launches are coming soon. So I hope everyone's been getting that ironed out as well, and testing the waters. I remember just doing in small increments when it comes to the Binance trading, to make sure you followed all the steps necessary. But until next time, we'll be touching it again real soon.